Greetings, church. It's Kevin Duclairon here. I am at the Sacramento Public Library, and I have to talk really low because I am. I have absolutely no idea where to go with this camera here. This is the second one, and the thing is that it's one of those things you gotta whisper. You can't really talk because you're in the library, and I'm just coming back into this library here. I was removed for 30 days for raising my voice, and so I gotta whisper. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. There's no room where I can go in and talk to anybody and talk to you guys. I'm on the 4th floor here, so I'm gonna walk around for a little bit and maybe talk as I'm walking. I don't really have a big agenda here. I just wanted to say hi. I've been preaching the gospel in the city and going crazy, losing my mind. Haven't really been able to do anything. I had a telephone that was stolen. I'm still getting hit by Gabriel and John MacArthur with that. What else is going on here? Housing is a dud. I met earlier today with Well Space Health, and they weren't able to help me. They wanted to offer me Mercy housing, but already furnished, and I couldn't take it because all of my furniture still is in Portland area, and I have not used it in 7 years, and I've been paying for it. So I kind of felt like, no, I want to move into a empty apartment where I can use the apartment, the furniture that I've been paying for the last 7 years. It doesn't make sense to pay for it, thousands of dollars, and then to just walk away and throw it away. It doesn't make sense at all. So I'm just trusting that God would open a different door, and I told them that the issue is still the monarchs, the king, the queen, those people. They want to take control over basically my life, and I'm still fighting them. Gabriel is still being given access to do whatever she wants, so I can't allow that. Not if I am serving the Lord in the ministry here. So that's what I explained to them was the main issue of my situation. It's not the fact that I can't pay the rent, or I can't get a job, or I can't submit to the authorities. It's that they took control, and they've been doing it for the last 37 years, and I can't live that way. This is the root of the issue here. I'll show you. I carry this with me so that they don't have to keep sending me representatives. This is the woman that Gabriel is representing in the community, and this is the woman that's given, even though she's deceased, that's the woman that they've been representing, and that's the family now, with Charles being the king and all. It has not changed at all. So it's the same situation. Nothing is any different. I'm still pitching a tent. The tent is completely destroyed. I've lost 2 poles, and it's a 5x7. I went out of my way to get an 8x8, but it wasn't an 8x8. It turned out to be a 7x7. I went in to get an 8x12, and it turned out to be a 12x6, so I had to return it. That basically fabricated trouble with Walmart, and trouble with Walmart, and Umpqua card was taken or used, and I had to reorder it. Just trouble after trouble since I've been here in California. Door is not opening at all for relocation. I tried to reestablish myself as in the seminary, but that didn't work either. They just sent me an invitation to come back, and I basically said no, not until John releases me completely, not until this is done with the monarchs in the background. I mean, somebody's got to close that crack that's back there. Somebody's got to close the door so that these people don't keep doing this to my life or the life of other Christians. This isn't madness that these people are doing this. In the front, it's law-abiding, it's constitutional, biblical, but in the back, they take control. They use the community to manipulate their way in and out of homes and out of storages and bank boxes and so on and so forth. So nothing really has changed. This is no different than Portland and Seattle. This is just a continuation of a butt whooping that will never end until you become their godforsaken slave. And I don't know what Christians are out there having to deal with that out of grace. And my prayer to you people is keep the faith regardless. Gabriel is an enemy of my family. My mother was pronounced dead in May. Now, whether or not she's really dead, I don't know. I didn't go to the funeral. Let's see what else. One other thing. I went to visit one of their cemeteries, the city cemetery, and I didn't really do a whole lot of preaching, but with the Word of God, just reminding these people that our time down here is not forever. We're here today and we're gone tomorrow. That's just how it goes. This is how we come in, right? This is how we come in. And, I wrote, if they only knew. I don't know if you could see that. It's kind of a dim light where I'm standing right here. And underneath here, it says, if they only knew, talking about the babies, coming in. They have no idea what's going on. It says, and when you look at these infants here, right, where's the racism, bigotry, and separatism? You'll see it right in these infants. This is how they begin. Then what is it that causes them to become what? Enemies. Look at how they begin. That's how they begin. So what's causing them to become enemies as they grow? That's the second question. The third question I ask is, what are we putting in American children, right? What are we putting into these American children right there? Is this what we're putting in? Is this what we're putting in these people, right, before it's their time? Another question I ask is, what is it that they need to know? What is that generation needs to know? I don't have any, by the way. As you can see, I'm still single. And finally, I ask, what surprises has God put in each one for us? What's the surprise that He's put in each one for us? Remember the baby in the manger. What was the surprise that God put in the baby for each one of us, right? Salvation. So it's in these people here that He sends. So, and over here, down here, I have Ephesians 6:1-4. It says here, let me read it to you briefly. It says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. It says, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may turn out well for you, and that you may live long on the earth. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. See, Ephesians, right here. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1-4. I just paid my iPage account like $225, and I am so sorry for you who have turned to the account to try to watch videos. I think they're also under Windsor, and Windsor basically, twisting their arms. They can't keep it straight. Anybody in association with me, you go down. Why? Because of Windsor. And what's behind Windsor? Is it Christ? I don't think so. I don't think it's Christ that's in Windsor. I think it's the devil. And I hate to say it, but, anybody in association with me comes down. And this is how they start, and this is how they finish, right? This is the cemetery that I visited. It's on a Broadway, right? And this is a tombstone there, and you can look behind, and you can see behind. You can see the tombstone. This is how they end, right? So Sacramento Cemetery. This This is what it looks like. You probably can't really see it. I walked all around there last week, and there's another sign that I have done. And I think on the 13th, Thursday the 13th, I did this. And this is how they start, and this is how they finish. But the issue is, are we putting this in between, right? Or are the people being misled by false leaders? Which leadership are you Americans? How are you Americans leading them? Church or state, right? Americans in the church are foreigners. These people are foreigners. They don't belong to our country. They're not leading alongside the Biden administration. You know, their crown doesn't lead the United States of America. So, you know, it's a big issue, but yet dealt with very quietly, you know, very quietly. And I recently went to a respite, you know, one of those cooling centers here in Sacramento. You know, this is the island.
Good afternoon.
My version of it.
Please join us in the Galleria West meeting room at 4 p.m. for a showing of the movie Sister Act. We will have popcorn and cold drinks. Hope to see you there.
I'm gonna have to get me some popcorn and cold drinks after this video. Anyway, this is their this is their pilgrimage meals, you know. Their cooling center. Anyway, I went to this First United Methodist Church, right? And this was on Sunday, and during their cooling center, yeah, I blacked out. She came out twice with that. I wasn't expecting that, church. I did not know she was going to come out and do all of that. And I felt this big. You know, I was embarrassed. I was humiliated that I was exposed. You know, and I didn't know what to say to the people. I just quietly, sheepishly walked out at the fact that she did that. I was exposed. My whole, you know, it's like, oh my God, what do I say to these people? You know, and this is the issue here. America, right? You can't see it. This is America Declare Independence Day right here. And this is the island with its crown. This is the United States, and it says 1776 to 2020. As you can see, I don't have an office here. Everything is still in storage. I'll show you where I'm at. This is the library. This is where I'm at here. So, I don't exactly have an executive suite here where I can raise my voice and talk so you can hear. I have to talk really low or else security is going to come and boot me out of here. So, that was it. Nothing else is going on. Let me see here. I think the last video I had, I might have shown you that I called these places. I think I showed it to you last time. So, I'll spare you the rod this time. But in any case, that's pretty much it. Oh, today, I just did this. So this is the new work that I just completed today. And my name is at the bottom here. Journal of Duclairon's attempted relocation back to California. This is the last picture that I took here using this computer. And this is pretty much the work. They're mocking and ridiculing in the background, which is fine, you know. It pisses them off. And that's pretty much it. I will try to... When the telephone was stolen, I didn't... I'm not sure why they took it. I think it was the African American community who took it for T-Mobile. Not sure why they took it, but they didn't want me to have it. So this is the war here. MacArthur's in the background with Jonathan Zabel and Gabriel Franklin, and it's the total complete opposite. Oh, there's something that I wanted to relate to you. They sent a young man to my tent here while it was pitched. He was pissing in the back of the tent, and when I came out to deal with it, they also apparently had sent a group. As the group was passing by, they came as I was talking to this kid, right? He was about 25, and I'm like, why are you doing, what did you do pissing in the back of my tent? And he kept on using the N-word, nigger this and nigger that. I myself didn't want to fight this guy. I've already been in jail once for fighting, and I didn't want it. There's been another 6 months and locked up. So as I'm talking to him, a group of, it looks like it was Black Lives Matter. Not exactly sure who they were. One of them was an African American, and I showed him that this kid pissed in the back of he was pissing against the building, and the piss was rolling down into the bottom of the tent. Now what I should have done was knocked him on his ass, but I didn't do that because I didn't want a fight, right? It was 2 o'clock in the morning, about 1:30 a.m. In any case, he started talking to the African American the way he was talking to me, calling him a nigger, but the African American didn't take it. So they started fighting, literally, and they took it from the sidewalk to the street, and it basically became a beatdown. Everybody in the group just jumped in and just gave him their real response, and I just thought, oh God, and I told them to stop twice. They stopped, and that separated it. But it's a bad situation here in Sacramento. They just will not open any doors, and MacArthur feels offended at the fact that I'm here. I didn't come to California the first time for John, and any other time that I've been here, it was never. John has never been the focus, nor his community, nor his church, nor his ministry, nor his leadership. The man's here, so what? So is a million other people. But they're not opening the doors, and the community is adamant. Not much that I could do about it. Incident after incident, police report after police report, but the resolution is nothing. So, anyway, that was pretty much it. Keep up the good work in keeping the faith. Probably one, maybe 2 people might watch this video, but nonetheless, the word is out there. And that was Gabriel. She just came out. She's, this morning I gave it to them. They came out last night. And I'm at the top of my lungs, so if you hear that I get hit, killed or something, don't be surprised, because that's probably where it's going. They want me gone, they want either a submissive slave or the death of a Haitian who didn't submit, and I won't submit to them. I gave it to the government. They gave me a naturalization certificate, and that's that. So, anyway, that's it. You guys have a blessed rest of the month of July. Today's the 18th, and see if I'll talk to you maybe next month. I don't know. And that's it. God bless you. Keep me in your prayers, and I'll keep you in mine. I don't have a verse except for that one that I read you in Ephesians.